how to properly sand your Crocs. So as you can see, I am using a nail drill to sand my Crocs. You want to make sure you get that shiny coat completely off, because you want to make sure your stones, the adhesive lasts and not just slide off. If you don't get that coating off the top of those Crocs and sand them properly, you will actually be double working yourself, and you definitely don't want to do that. So make sure when you're customizing your Crocs, you are sanding them properly before you get started. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay guys, we're back. So we have now completely sanded one of the Crocs. You sand it down to the surface, and if you can tell, the surface is going to look different than what the original surface. So I hadn't sanded the other one so you can see the difference. See how this one still has the shiny coat on it versus this one, it does not. If you see where it is. But now that we've done that, we want to properly clean. Everybody doesn't clean the same. Everybody cleans different, but I'm going to show you some things that I use. So I do use the 91% alcohol. I also use the electronics duster spray can. I'm going to tell you why I use all this stuff. And I also use the Crocs wipes and paper towels. My paper towels right here. And I have put my alcohol in a spray bottle. Yeah. And I haven't blinged my spray bottle yet, but guess what? It's coming. So what I'm going to do now is, well, first, before I spray, I like to take the air can and help get all that residue. It helps with the residue. It's like, you know, when you at your keyboard and you be done ate the chicken and them crumbs be in the keys, you need to get them out. That's what this is for. So, yeah, I use it to get the residue off the shoe before I start cleaning it. And so then what I'll do is I'll take the Crocs wipe and I'll wipe it down. Wipe it down real good. I'm gonna wipe it really, really good. And see, I also clean the inside. As you can see, because I used the air can, that residue is really gone. It helps with that. So now that I've did that, now I'm going to take my alcohol. I'm going to spray down my Croc real good. Really whip it real good. Put your hands up on your hips. Whip. Oh, no, I'm just playing. I don't know where that came from, but moving right along. So now I am going to take the paper towel, and I like to pat dry. The reason why I pat dry is because sometimes if you rub with the paper towel too hard, you get the fibers from the paper towel onto your shoe, and you do not want to do that, because you want your surface really, you want it as clean as possible. So when you add your adhesive and your stones, you know, and whatever else, whether you're going to put a patch on there, the charms, all that good jazz, you know, it's kind of whichever design you came up in your head. So, my design for these are going to be a little bit different. These are actually my own Crocs, and I am doing these Crocs for a photo shoot that I've got to do among some other things, and so it's still a little damp, and so what I'm going to do, I will sit them in front of the fan and let them completely air dry for a while before I actually get started on them. But there's one Croc. So we've done step 1, which was pick out our Crocs, which style we're going to use, which color. We picked out our theme. We've sanded them properly, and now we've cleaned them. And so the next step is we're going to let them dry properly, and then we're going to begin the bling process. So stay tuned. I have a snippet of the bling process and what glue I'm going to use, if I'm going to fill the holes, leave the holes open, all that good jazz. So stay tuned for the next video. It's coming soon. Okay, guys, I'm back, and you know it's one-on-one customize your Crocs with who? Gina. So here we go. We've sand, we've cleaned properly, we've let them dry, and now we are ready to start customizing our Crocs. So as you can see here, I am putting my trim on. I put my trim on first, and I let it dry completely before I actually start working on the base. So also you will see here that my choice of glue for my trim is the B7000, and then for my base is going to be the E7000. Those are my two glues of choice. Of course, you don't have to use those glues. Find the glue that you're comfortable with. Every glue doesn't work the same for everybody because everybody smells, senses, and all that good jazz is not the same. But I do recommend that you always keep a fan on or windows open when you are customizing, because after a while you can develop a headache, eyes irritated, all that good jazz. So we don't want that to happen. I use my pick tool just to make sure I'm keeping the line straight. And also, I don't glue it all at once. I do it in sections. So you'll notice in the video, I take my time and I do it in sections. I just don't put all the glue down at one time and try to lay the trim. And not necessarily do you have to trim with the chain. You can actually trim with stones. It's just your preference. This is just the trim that I'm going to use with the with this design that I'm doing. You also can use like they have a fox leather trim if you want to do it that way. If you just want to freestyle it, you can freestyle it. It's all up to you. How you want to do your design. Is your creativity, your Crocs is going to be your blank canvas as to how you want to do it, or how you want to bring somebody else's vision to life. Lord, I got tongue tied. Jesus help me. But yeah. So now I'm finishing up putting my trim on, and I actually let my trim set 24-48 hours before I actually start customizing the Croc. And actually, reality, my mind works different. Like, I may see the vision one way, and then when it's time for me to actually get into it, I've been turn the vision 2 or 3 different times. So I also do like when I'm using the charms or I'm using the patches, I will lay them on there several times and take pictures and determine which one is the best way I want to execute the style. And then again, it could be the fact that neither one of the pictures that I took is the way the shoe actually gonna come out, because I'll be done flipped it again. You know, when your mind is creative, it don't function like regular minds. We just gonna put it like that. We see stuff differently. We might have had a vision one way, and then by the end it just looked totally different. But that's neither here or there. You know, it's all about being creative. And again, like I stated before, these are my personal Crocs, and I'm using them because I got some things that I'm working on behind the scene, and I need these shoes to go with what I'm working on. But let's play a little game while we doing this one-on-one customizing your Crocs. In the comments, tell me what you think the theme of these Crocs is actually going to be. Let's see who's right. Let's see who's wrong. I mean, you never know. I might say, hey, you know what? I'm about to design you a phone case or something. You never know. I don't know. Just a thought. You know, it don't hurt. Let's get active in this camp. But again, you just want to take your time, do it in sections, so you can make sure you're keeping the trim as straight as possible, going with the trim of your Croc, because you know the Crocs, they do have like a little dip, little curve to it, and you want to make sure the trim all lines up with what you're doing. And then you're going to let it completely dry, and I do sit mine in front of a fan. So they're gonna sit for about 48 hours. I gotta let it sit 48 hours, and then I come back. I take my finger and rub the trim and make sure there is no loose areas. If there's loose areas, then that's when you know you need to take your glue. You need to go in there and you need to straighten that out. But now that we've got that done and we've got our trim on our shoe, we're gonna let our trim dry, because now, guess what? Jimmy gotta figure out if she using charms or is she using patches. I don't know. Like, my mind is like all over the place. I don't know. Do I want to use charms? Do I want to use patches? Hey, do I want to use both? But I can tell you what I am going to use. So when I get started on this base, I'll be using the E6000 glue and definitely glass stones. What's bling without glass? Don't get me wrong. Resin, jelly, all of those are good, but my favorite stone is the glass stones. So I will be using glass stones on this base to fill in with the get down with the get down. And then, who knows how this design gonna come out. But I tell you one thing, I'm definitely stepping in, making a statement. And I can't wait to see how you guys' statements turn out. Creativity is all in the mind. There's no wrong way to be creative. Until next time. Hey guys, I know y'all been waiting for another part, so I'm here. As you can see, I didn't do anything without you guys. I would not do that to you. I mean, I did think about it, but you know, I didn't do it, okay? All right, so I had to decide whether I was going to leave some holes open or was I going to close the holes. So I decided, since I'm using patches, I'm going to close the holes. And I'm going to close them with the little plastic parts that you would put on the back of your charms for your Crocs. So what you're going to do is, you just, oh, look at me. You just going to start plugging your shoe. Put them in. Close the hole. Now you can, if you have the yellow acrylic paint, or if you have the yellow permanent marker, go ahead and color these so they won't be clear. They'll be the color of the shoe. So in my case, I would color mine yellow. And so I'm going to fill all these in because, again, I decided I'm using patches. And I would show y'all the patches, but then that means y'all would know the theme of the daggum shoe. And I need y'all to wait till we get to the end. I don't want to spill the beans just yet. I got to make y'all work for it. And if y'all remember, I did say if somebody is close to what the theme of these shoes could possibly be, you know, I might just be making you a custom phone case. I mean, I'm just saying. But if you don't want a custom phone case, I guess you don't have to answer. But if you want a custom phone case, go ahead, feel free. Drop the theme that you think it is in the comments. And if you're close, well, I don't know. Can you be close? Well, if you're accurate, I'm going to say if you're accurate, then I will select you. And you will get a custom phone case. I will pick you, I'll DM you, and then we'll talk about your custom phone case. So, we shall see. But yes, so I am plugging these holes. And you don't have to plug your holes. This is a choice if you want to plug your holes or not. It's just a preference. So you don't actually have to. But you can. Sometimes give me a little trouble with these nails. And my nails ain't even that long. But look at that. Just acting a plump fool. But okay. Okay. Now you see that? We plugged all the holes. Now, on your Crocs, what you can do when you plug the holes so this doesn't stay clear, again, if you have acrylic paint, you can paint over it the same color of your Crocs. Or if you have the permanent markers, you can use the permanent markers to color the heads of the plugs. So when you start blinking, you know it's all like monochromatic, okay? But yeah, so this is how you plug your Crocs if you don't want to leave the holes open. Now, on the side, I have holes. I'm not going to plug them, but you can plug them too. They also sell the plugs where you can plug the holes on the side. You can buy them on Amazon. But yeah, but I'm going to leave the holes on the side open. Okay? So, that's our next step. Next step, I'm going to be putting the patches on the Crocs, okay? I will show you guys how to do that, even though you won't see the Crocs. I mean, you won't see the patches, because again, I can't tell you the theme of the shoe. So, I will have them covered up, showing you how I'm going to put the Lord, you know what? I don't know how y'all learning anything from me, because baby, I can't even talk. But again, I will be showing you guys how I put patches on my Crocs. Everybody do them differently, but I'll just show you how I do mine. Until next time, guys, toodaloo. And remember, stop by the comment section. What's the theme of these Crocs? Put it in there. Let me know. I got you. Yeah, I got you. I'm going to select somebody. And guess what? You're going to get a custom phone case. Done by me. And no, you don't have to pay for shipping. I got that too. So, again, guys, thank you for stopping by to see what's going on as we progress with this series of how to customize your Crocs. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Okay, guys, I'm back with another one-on-one session of customizing Crocs. We actually about to show you to do the sports mode. But baby, let me tell y'all, I'm over here dropping these glass stones on the ground like they free. And we know they not free. Why am I making a mess? Well, you know you ain't doing something right if you ain't dropped some stones at least once or twice. But either way, let's get started. Some people like to do their sports mode different. And what I mean by sports mode, I'm going to talk about the strap. I call the strap the sports mode because you know, when you get ready to take off, you need to have it in sports mode, okay? When you're trying to be cute, you can leave it up here. But if you're ready to handle business, you better put your sports mode on. Put it in sports mode. That's what it means when they say put it in sports mode. Baby, this strap got to be hooked around that ankle, baby. Or else you might go one way and them shoes gonna go another way. But either way, you going. Okay? So, what I'm doing now, I actually only need one of these. But baby, look at me making a mess. I'm out here pouring out stones like, oh well. And I done dropped some on the floor. But it happens. So I actually just need one of these. This is the crystal glass stone. I'm using one because I'm putting it in this center. Let me put this up before I even pour them all out somewhere. Whew. Lord, help me, help me, help me. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to bling out the sports mode. And again, your sports mode, you can do different stuff with your sports mode. You can add different things to your sports mode. As long as you sanded it down and all that good stuff and let it cure, you can do it because it's your business, in the words of Tabitha Brown. So yeah, so right here in the middle of that O is where I'm gonna put that one. See there? I want that right there because that's my business. And now we're gonna get started. And again, you need to sand this because if you notice this, if you didn't, that shiny part right there, baby, your sports mode gonna be laying on the ground. You're gonna be walking and baby, it's gonna be done came off. You're gonna be like, dang, Whew, so much for the sports mode. But I'm not doing nothing real fancy to my sports mode. So this is where we're gonna go. Where we're gonna go with it. Okay. Might get a little quiet in here, but that's okay. Whew. Because guess what? We gotta get the sports mode. Oh, bless me, Lord, I'm sneezing. What's going on in the world? Okay. And I don't do big sections. I'm doing like little small sections. See, look at me messing up. That size wasn't even supposed to be in that section. It's all right. I got you, baby. I got you. We're going to get you right, lovey. Lovey-dovey. La-di-di. We like the party. See where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this? Well, hold on, y'all. I'm going to be right back. Let me go and kick this thing in high gear for y'all, because I know y'all waiting to see how the sports mode turn out. Hold on. I'll be right back then. Oh, Lord, y'all was rushing me, but I managed to get it done. Y'all see the sports mode now? Okay. Now we done did our sports mode. Look at us. We on a roll. We've done our sports mode. Now you're going to let this cure for at least 48 hours. If you want to pause before you start on your base, you can. If not, you're going to have to be very careful. You don't want to mess around. If you're laying your croc a certain way and then mess around your sports mode, it's crooked. Or if you want to, you can start in your base and then do your sports mode. It's really your preference. It's up to you. But this is, again, this is how I do it. Everybody doesn't do theirs the same or in the same order or the same manner. But, all right, until next time, which I think next time will be our last time, and then we'll have the final. But oh my goodness, I can't wait. It turned out so cute. But anyway, sports mode is blinged. Okay, guys, I am back with the last part of this series on how to customize your Crocs. I know you guys have been waiting, and thank you guys for being patient. So, what I'm going to start with is here, getting ready to do the bottom area. Then we're going to work on the strap, and then I'll move into the naked space. Okay. Yeah, I had to trick y'all because y'all thought y'all were gonna get to see. Nah, you still gotta wait for the final look. But anyway, so I'm gonna be using my E6000. Let me turn it right where y'all can see it. I'm using my E6000 on here. But again, it is your preference of your choice of glue or what you want to use. You don't have to use E6000. That's just my choice of what I'm going to use on this. And don't forget, make sure you have an open window or you have your fan on. So with that being said, we're ready to rock and roll. Let's get it started in here. Welcome back, everyone. We are on the final step of the one-on-one customizing Crocs with Gina, and I'm going to work on the body a little bit. So this area I need stones because you know there's a patch in the other area. So I'm going to start here. Again, my choice of glue is my E6000. And so I'm going to start. I like to try to keep my stuff in order. So I will start my pattern. I'm going to go from here up. Then I go here over. Oops, I almost showed y'all. Then I come back down, up, down, up, down, up until I close the gap, okay? So let's get started. Again, so I have a patch, and so this is going to be a free area here. So let me go and get started. And again, I do it in sections because I have my fan going, so you don't want your glue to dry before you actually get your stones on. So, oh, and I hope everyone is doing well. And I know it's bittersweet that this project is coming to an end, but it has been fun, and I thank everybody for tuning in. And again, you guys know that I am not a gatekeeper, so if you reach out to me, it's something in the video that you don't understand, or it's a different question that you have about my method, feel free, please DM me or comment under one of the videos, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But it has been a pleasure. And you know what? Tell me what you'd like to see me do next. You know, I do have the Mother's Day giveaway. So once I pull that name, I'll start working on that cup. And I think I'm going to do it live in case anybody have any questions about that. And we'll do that live together. I won't do a one-on-one step action, but if you catch me live and you have any questions about how I do it, feel free to let me know. Let me know, as the song say. So, yeah. Get this in here. And again, guys, there is no certain way of order that you have to do it. It's your preference. The vision that you're bringing to light may cause for you to do things different. I don't always use patches. Sometimes I use gibbet. Sometimes I use denim. So it's just depending on the vision. Depending on the vision. And I use, if you notice, I use both ends of my tool. Sometimes I will like put a little glue on the tip on this metal part. It helped me grab the stones. But after so many times, it starts to get you have to clean it off and then redo it. Y'all know I'll be cleaning the excess glue off my tip as I go. Oh, we're out of paper towels. We're out of paper towels. I'm not. For real, for real. I always keep a paper towel. I keep a piece of paper towel or two somewhere. You got to have a piece of paper towel. I got to have a piece of my life. Piece of paper towel. Piece of paper towel. Oh, Lord, I should be making a song out of anything. Jesus fix it. I'm so out of order. And also, I also have, like, if you notice, I keep several different sizes of stones because I also have my fillers out. But the stone of choice for this base, I am using the SS16. I also have my SS10, and I have my SS6s, are my fillers. Okay, so I run into, you know, sometimes the curves and swerves or calls for a different size stone, but it helped make it look fuller because I do not like spaces. I don't know, me and spaces just not, we not friends, but I don't like spaces like that. Oh, excuse me, guys. And so the next video after this will be, it's going to be the final video, or shall I say the unveiling of the design that I'm doing for these. And there's different methods you can do. You can do the scattered method. So it's just your preference. But I try not to leave any spaces. I go back over my stones, make sure they're pressed down so they can curve properly. I check them individually. Boom. These are already starting to curve because they're drying. Okay, you see how I laid that? All right, now let me get busy. Okay, guys, as you can see, I finished that little arrow. Not arrow. Ooh, Lord Jesus, can't even talk. I finished that little area that I needed. Yes, I know a little patch is showing, but it's okay. But as you can see how they're laid and how they kind of is like uh, conjoined together there. And I don't like to leave gaps, so I don't have a lot of gaps when I bling. But again, that is a preference, because you can also do the scatter method, you can do the honeycomb method, or it may look different if you're using flatback pearls. We'll have to do a project with flatback pearls so you can see the difference, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so now you should be on the body of your Crocs, finishing up the complete design or image that you had in your head, and then we'll come back with the final look. All right, thanks for hanging in there with me, being on this journey of the one-on-one with Gina customizing Crocs. Until next time, loves, thank you. Hey guys, and it's that time. You get to see the final design of the yellow Crocs. I know. Has the suspense kept you on the edge of your seat? Yes or no? Probably not. But oh well. I want to say thank you guys for participating in the customizing one-on-one Crocs with me, of course. This will not be my final project. We will do other projects together. Also, I have stated if it's other projects you want to see, feel free, drop a comment or put it in my DM. Again, I am not a gatekeeper. I can only show you how I do things. That doesn't mean that you have to do it the same. It's just to help you until you find your own groove. So again, if you have any questions about customization, and if I can help you, just DM me, because again, I'm not a gatekeeper. So with that being said, we're coming to the final, and I know it's bittersweet, because it's bittersweet for me. But without further ado, continue to watch the rest of this so you can get to the end and see the final design. And also, let me know what you think. A lot of you guys had some great ideas about what you thought these were. And even though I had stuff sitting on my table to give you a hint, you guys were saying everything but the design. But it was fun to see you guys participate and hang out with me during this little series. And again, I say thank you to you all, and we shall do another series. I don't know, maybe we should do a cup or some tennis shoes or a phone case. Y'all tell me what y'all want to do. Well, again, thank you guys, and make sure you watch to the end so you can see the final design, and let me know what you think about the final design. Drop me a comment or shoot me a DM, your choice. But again, I say thank you all, and until next time.